though? I am AJ Williams, the managing editor for the Michigan Chronicle, and I am here with Chef Trimell. What up, though?
How you doing?
I know you're not from the D.
I'm not from the
but
D.
You can say what up, though.
I can say what up, though.
Okay. And we're going to be talking about wild turkey.
Wild turkey today.
And getting into a really dope recipe. And you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
You look a little nervous. You ready to loosen up?
Oh, man.
It's wild turkey. It's wild turkey. We're gonna be a little wild today. So tell me what we're gonna be doing.
So we're gonna do a wild turkey porchetta, also known as a roulade. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this turkey breast. We're gonna remove the tender, which is right here. Now you can save this for later. Eat it as a snack. Do turkey chicken tenders. There you go. See, look, you're already there. So again, don't throw it away. It is good meat. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this. We're gonna do just a light score on it.
So what do you mean by score?
For
us non-chefs.
So it's a slicing that doesn't break the skin.
Okay.
It's so that we can get a little bit more surface area.
Okay.
And also it helps with the marinating process as we season the meat.
Getting everything in there.
Getting everything in there.
Okay.
So once we have it, we're gonna spread it out nice and neat. And then we have this mix over here. What this is it's poultry seasoning pretty much. So there's thyme, rosemary, sage, a little bit of garlic, onion, salt, pepper, and we're gonna spread this. And then that's gonna create our filling right here. And we're gonna roll it up into a turkey pinwheel.
I would have just went and got a turkey. So tell me why I should get a wild turkey instead, or because it's locally harvested.
It is local.
But also the benefit of it.
So the major thing is that it's local, so you know where it's coming from. You know what's being put into it. You know the farmers or whoever's harvesting that intimately, typically, and it is going to taste a lot better.
Honestly, I would have never thought about literally none of the byproducts and things like that you would find from being kind of mass produced.
Exactly.
Right?
So a lot of times wild turkeys, they roam and they feed naturally. And that's with all game that's wild. It's going to feed naturally. It's not force fed anything. It's not given a bunch of filler just to make it fat.
Flavor wise, like what kinds? Like, can you describe it?
It's just a more complex flavor,
Okay.
So a lot of times when you're tasting things like chicken and turkey, until you infuse them with the flavor,
true.
They're a blank canvas, But this, you're going to be able to taste the actual gaminess of the meat.
Can you quiz and cook?
I can do everything.
You're gonna be chef extraordinaire. Did you know that hunting and fishing in Michigan contributes to guess how much? 11.2 billion to the economy and 171,000 jobs.
That makes sense. So I myself do a little bit of fishing in the summer.
Okay.
So I go in, I pay for my fishing permit, and then you got to stop at the bait shop,
You gotta stop at the gas station.
Exactly.
Somebody told me, little birdie told me, that you have a very abundant family.
I do. So I do.
How many little ones?
So I have 7. I wouldn't call them little.
No, they're big.
Some of them are a little bit bigger than me, but I do. I have an extensive family.
A very large family. That's what's up.
I have my son who is 14, and then
Okay.
I have 6 that I adopted.
Amazing.
So my 5 nephews and my niece.
That's what's up.
But they're all mine. And we do.
You're trying to just make us endear to you even
no.
more.
They've been hunting over the past couple of years. They come back with some deer.
Have you done some things with those?
Oh yeah, you got to do a little something, whether it's venison stew,
Okay, we did a venison with wildlife before, venison chili, so yeah, okay. What I really want to know about is how are we going to preserve this from getting dried out? That's always a thing with turkey.
So that's the reason why we're actually rolling it up into this roulade, is because we're actually going to protect the inside. So we got a nice skin on the outside that's going to provide a protective layer. Once we pan-sear, we're going to toss it in the oven. Come out nice and moist, juicy.
Fun fact, the 1900s to 1950, wild turkey had all but disappeared in Michigan. Like they were almost extinct. And through the sale of hunting licenses, they have been able to provide revenue for fund management to preserve. It kind of monitors how many can be hunted in a season so that we can all partake of this amazing, to be able to have this meal.
what I did right here is I actually got a cast iron skillet. I love cooking with cast iron. You know, it's one of my favorite things to cook with. I don't know if it's because my grandma,
It's because of grandma.
it has to be.
It does the same thing. I just think grandma got us in it.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so what we did was we started off with some ghee, which is clarified butter. You can. And you can do it at home. You can do it at home, but today I cheated, you know, and I went to the local market. So now that we're getting that melted, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put the turkey in there. We're gonna start to sear it. We're gonna add our vegetables, some aromatics, and then we're gonna finish it in the oven. Once it comes out, we're slicing and serving. It's gonna be a beautiful dish.
All right, I'm excited. Let's get to it. I told you I'm obsessed with wild turkeys right now. Now there are like 200,000 wild of the bird in like every corner of Michigan.
I see
over the
them
last
around
7
every
years.
I do. I see them running
So
around.
you see them. So
I
now we're
do.
back to I set you up.
Okay.
So we're gonna go hunt wild turkey, right?
Hey, you're gonna go hunt wild turkey. I'm gonna sit in the car and watch.
Okay, I'm with it.
I'll cook it. If you bring
Okay.
it back to me, I'll cook it.
Okay, I
Fair trade? All right, done deal.
Okay, so now we're searing on both
We
sides.
are. We're searing, and you can see it's getting a nice brown.
It is.
You know, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a one-pan meal. You know, so this is one of my favorite things to do. One pan,
Yes.
less dishes.
Yes.
You know, we got 7 kids. You got to worry about dishes anyway.
Oh,
So
you
I'm,
have dishwashers. They're dishwashers. But it's fine. For me, single who don't want to wash any dishes.
I'm
One
not mad
pan.
at you. So, all right, we're gonna flip it again right here. Getting nice crispy on the skin. Yeah, we're gonna start putting everything
Got
in.
some green beans.
Some green beans. We got some mushrooms, local mushrooms from
What kind of
Mycopia.
mushrooms?
So these are maitakes.
Ooh,
You know, so
maitake.
yeah, nice flavorful. They're gonna soak in a lot of the flavor that's going
Okay.
on in the pan. You know, so we just want to break them up a little bit.
I'm gonna dream about wild turkey tonight. Wild turkey.
All right.
People just think, oh, people are just hunting and that's it, or you're just fishing. But how much it actually contributes, not just to the health of your body or your restaurant, but you know, to the economy in general. So that's what's up.
All right, we're gonna give this a quick stir.
Quick little stir. It's looking real good, real
right.
easy.
Got a little salt
You
over
gotta
here.
do this.
We're not gonna salt bake. I can't do
No, you doing Chef Trimell. Chef Trimell.
All right, now as this heats up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of this good chicken broth right here. We're gonna deglaze with that.
Okay.
Bring it up to just a light simmer, and then we're gonna go in the oven with it.
Want to give a very big thank you to the National Wild Turkey Federation for donating this wild turkey for us. So you're gonna plate it on up. Now what's also awesome with the conservation that comes from the revenue from licensing, the Michigan Wildlife Council is a very big thing that there are no, did you know? It's not state taxes.
Really?
Yeah, so it's its own separate revenue. And we're a benefit of it more than having to contribute as far as like state taxes.
I actually whipped together a cranberry chutney. This is just something that I think is going to bring a lot of flavor to the dish and pull it all together.
All right. I mean, this is also a great idea for, I mean, if you want a one pan for Thanksgiving, I'm not mad at it. You know, the highlight can be the wild turkey. Before I jump into this, we want to thank the Meyer Bridge Street Market for all of these beautiful ingredients outside of the wild turkey. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Gotta get some good sweet potato, green bean, love this. I'm gonna use you mind if I use your knife a little bit?
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna
Dig in there.
get into this a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay.
Now you tell me what you think.
All right. It's very good.
Thank you. I
That
appreciate
chutney
it.
does bring it out.
It does. Just has a little bit of pop to it, a little bit of sweet to all the savory dishes going on in the dish.
Thank you. Before we go, please visit www.hereformioutdoors.org. And also, if you want to learn about this recipe, maybe for Thanksgiving, visit us at michiganchronicle.com and you get to download Chef Trimell's. What is the name of the recipe?
It's actually called a turkey porchetta.
Thank you so much, Chef Trimell.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to work with you. AJ Williams here, managing editor for Michigan Chronicle. All right, you ready to get into this?
I'm ready to get
I'm only
into
sharing
it.
a little bit.